attention while I'm sitting. I'll give you the signal.
Okay.
Let's get... Mind if I...
Not
How about...
excellent.
How about...
Now I get on Arturo.
Excuse... I want...
Really? So what is this? There is
What?
Mr. Banks. I can...
No.
That Arturo need. I'll have him take the...
Butch.
What is...
Butch.
Your luck...
Let's get... Mind if I...
Not
How about...
excellent.
Some...
Arturo!
Hey, I'm...
Really? Thank you, Mr. Banks. If you'd like to have...
This is what...
If you want to get in to see Morales, just knock on the door and tell whoever opens the slot.
Got it. Rosalinda sent me.
Well, this don't look so good.
What the hell happened here?
Looks like our friend got himself a bad case of lead poisoning.
He doesn't look like he's been dead very long, but I didn't hear any shots.
Something ain't right here. This has setup written all over it.
I'll have a look around, see if I can find anything that might tell us more. So Morales at least knew Fatty existed. These windows are the only other possible way.
Not right now.
Someone beat us to the punch, it seems. So Morales was meeting with someone already, even though he knew about Fatty. Wait a minute. Butch, we've been so wrapped up in figuring out what happened that we forgot the most obvious question. If Morales was already dead when we got here, then who opened the door?
Gentlemen, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but the Havana rum running trade is currently under new management.
Who the hell are you supposed to be?
I'm the new boss.
Same as the old boss, I'd wager.
Be quiet, Yankee.
Why did you kill Morales?
It was time for a change of the business. He held a monopoly on rum export for far too many years now, not giving others like me a chance to shine. I would say that was rather unfair, wouldn't you?
We came here to make a deal on behalf of Fatty Walsh back in Miami.
Yes, I know this. I'm sorry, but as the new head of the business, I will have to politely decline your offer.
I don't think Fatty will be too pleased by that.
That's not my problem. I have more reputable clients I can deal with. Walsh is nothing to me.
You sure about that, Chico?
Please, put the gun away. There is no need for this nonsense. There will be no deal with Walsh. That is final. Now please, be on your way before I...
What did you do that for?
The asshole deserved it. Now let's get out of here before these Cubans start asking questions.
This is just great. Another assignment gone to pot. You really need to work on that itchy trigger finger of yours, Butch.
Look, I said I was sorry.
Is that what we're supposed to say to Fatty? Sorry, we couldn't make the deal because Butch shot the guy in the face?
Banks, I'm really starting to...
Gentlemen, please. I've heard married couples bigger less than you two.
Stay out of this, would you?
Fine. If you want to go back to your boss of failure, I will.
What are you talking about?
The man who went in and killed Morales was Rogelio Vargas, the only other major rum runner in town. His takeover attempt has been a long time coming. The other night, Morales told me about his meeting with Fatty Walsh's men. I knew Vargas hated Walsh and would make his move if he knew about the deal. So I tipped him off. Vargas took care of Morales, and you took care of Vargas, as I expected.
So you played us all. But why?
Isn't it obvious? There is now a vacancy in the bootleg rum trade. You can go home and tell your boss I'll be happy to open up a route for him.
How about that?
Yeah, how about that? Let's go, Butch. I'm starting to see why you and Havana don't get along.
So, we still on for next week, Rosa?
Wouldn't miss it for anything, handsome.
Huh? Fine, I'm coming. What?
Boss wants to see you. Says it's important.
Fine, tell him I'll be up in a few minutes.
Who is that?
Mrs. Grundy, come to tell us the party's over.
Oh, forget that noise. Just come back to bed.
Afraid I can't. I'm not in the habit of ignoring orders from upstairs.
Fine. Your loss. Will you be long, handsome?
Not to worry, sweetheart. Why don't you go ahead and...
Yes, sir.
Glad you could step away from the broads and booze long enough to come see me.
Are you gonna give me a hard time, or are you gonna tell me what needs to be done?
Hey, easy now. No need to throw an ing-bang over there. Here's the problem. I've been hearing about some chump out in the swamp brewing his own moonshine and trying to compete with me. The day some classless redneck pulls one over on Fatty Walsh is the day I die. I need you to go out there, find his shack, and sabotage his operation.
The Everglades are huge. How am I supposed to find one shack in the middle of all that swampland?
You'll find a way. There's a camp of prospectors settled near the start of the Tamiami Trail. They'll probably know a thing or two.
Right. I'll take care of it.
Oh, and before you go, take this. It can be pretty hairy out there, so if you run into any trouble, you won't be left high and dry.
Finally seeing fit to give me my own gun, huh?
It's been long enough. You've earned it. Now get out there and see what you can find.
Could I borrow...
Can't imagine a fancy suit.
Hello, sir.
What do you want, city boy?
Anything I should know about the Everglades?
Well, it's full of critters that just love to take a bite out of your fancy suit. I wouldn't stray too far from here unless you got good reason to.
You seem like a man who's seen a fair bit.
Moonshine? I never touch the stuff.
It's not quite like that. Let's just say I'm...
Well, now, I ain't gonna ask too many, but I can tell you the surest way to...
Smoke?
Sure. The stills let up an awful lot of smoke. They try and hide it so the law won't catch them, see? But they usually leave some sort of instructions on how to find them as a backup. Matter of fact, I found this old piece of paper behind a tree the other day. Maybe
I see. I'll be going.
go home.
Go on.